Hello everybody, White Box here with another game of Spirit Island. I've just got a few spirits left with no level 6 adversary wins. Next one I'm going to get into is Wounded Waters Bleeding, and I'm playing them against the Habsburg Monarchy livestock colony at level 6. So they may be slaughtering their cows, but I'm going to get revenge for that, as that blood is kind of getting into my water, and I don't like it. I don't know which build I'm going to go just yet. Depends on draws and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. I think either could be okay into Habsburg. I've almost got everything set up here. I've got my wave of immigration. I just need to add some additional towns. So I've got one to land number 2. And one to the highest numbered land without setup symbols, which is 7. Okay. Yep, I should be all set. Let's go ahead and flip my initial explorer. It is sands. So it's alright. Probably want to keep them from doing a double build there. That would be rough this early in the game. Double town build, I should say. Then a potential loss condition. So if I can move those out and stop the build completely, that's the way to go. We'll see if I can. Okay. Let me get a marker here. Definitely going to go for growth 2 so I can start getting some presence down. I'm not going to go for a turn 1 major, maybe turn 2, but going for a minor. Land of the Right's rejection is not bad. It's off element though, which I don't love. Swarming Wasp's the only one here with water or animal. So that's probably going to be the play. It's fast push as well, so yeah, let's go for that. And that leads me to believe that I'm going for a Roiling Waters build, since that's going to be easy to add animals onto the board. Alright, so let's add this presence. It's a range of 2, so I'll just head over yonder. Yeah, I can't pull them away. Good. Alright, well, we'll see what happens here. I've only got one card play. I think I want to go for the damage. Do I want to draw to the water's edge? I think so. So I'm going to go with draw to the water's edge. It's my first play. I'm going to get a water as my first healing marker. And I think I'm ready to go. I start with 4 energy, so I've got that right here. Okay, so going into fast powers, I'm going to draw to the water's edge. I'm going to draw 2 towns into this land. Oh, it's up to 2 towns from a single land. Shoot. Well. Yeah, it's still okay. So I'll still pull this one in so I can stop the double town build. Also going to destroy a presence as part of my healing. So yeah, that's that. Then we're going to go to the invader phase. So we'll just flip an event for timing. Build in sands. Unfortunately, I couldn't stop either build. I guess I could have stopped this one. But I was more worried about the double. Because those loss condition ravages are going to be bad. Okay. And then we'll explore into jungle. That's okay. Do need to do the migrations as well. So we're going to migrate town there. Migrate a town there. Can't forget those. Okay, so explore. I do have swirl and spill, so I can push up to 2 explorers, Dahan or Blight. I'm gonna go ahead and push this town, or push this Dahan over here. Maybe I'll get a defense card that'll let me do something there. And then I'm going to push this explorer into land F2. Or at least stop 1 build. Okay, that's that. I'm going to discard cards and go back to growth. Going to do another growth 2. Gain another minor, I think. Or just go straight major. I don't like the big majors, but yeah, I'm only going to have 3 energy for it, but let's go for a major. Maybe you'll get Tiger's Hunting. No Tiger's Hunting. I did get Utter Curse of Dread and Bone, which is interesting. Trees Radiate Celestial Brilliance is quite good. It doesn't have elements, but that's probably fine. Defense 6 might be okay there. Smothering Infestation's probably not worth it. Although it might be. Wouldn't be too bad here. Eventually I'll be able to threshold that pretty easily. I think I like Utter Curse of Dread and Bone. I'm not going to be able to play it this turn, but that's alright. I'll forget Draw to the Water's Edge from discard. Add a presence. Let's go here. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm not getting a Lost Condition Ravage this turn, which is really all I care about at this point, since my early game is pretty slow. So yeah, let's just save some energy and add a beast. Okay, I'm going to have to destroy presence, which is fine. I'm going to gather this blight into this land. Alright, then we go to fast powers. Well, first I'm going to claim my element, so it's going to be animal. Using this as an animal. And let's go ahead and add a beast. So I think I'll throw that here. Maybe here. Because there are some beast events that will destroy towns. Or do 2 damage to towns, so I could destroy that one. Might be worth it. Okay. So that's that. Let's go into... I should keep these up here. Alright, now we go into the event. Influx of settlers on the single board with the most towns and cities. Add 1 town per player. So that's just 1. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I can't add it here. If I do, it's going to create a Lost Condition Ravage, so I'm going to add it up here, which means that all of those Dahan are going to die, except that I have some defense, so it's not the end of the world. Sandstalkers on each board add 1 beast, so that's good. To the sands with most invaders, 1 fear if invaders are present there, which they are. And then network of support and trade, when invaders ravage if the land has Dahan, defend 1, plus defend 1 per adjacent Dahan. So that's defend 3 here. That's 1 plus 2 adjacent Dahan. Okay, Ravage and Sand. So this one is going to do 7 damage. Not a Lost Condition Ravage. 5 plus 2. This one is going to do 7 as well. -3 for the defense, so it's doing 4, so we'll kill 2 Dahan. Blight the land. The remaining Dahan will fight back and destroy that town. Okay, build in jungle. Maybe I should have let them cascade there. That's fine. Not going to worry that much about the escalation just yet. So build in jungle. Alright, migrate in board land order. So land 2 is going to be first. I'll migrate this one. Hopefully I can start pocketing the inland a little bit. And migrate that one. Explore coastal, so no escalation anyway. It's a little dangerous. Actually, a lot dangerous. Okay, so that's that. Alright, now we go to slow powers. I have Sanguinary Taint. So I can do 1 fear, 1 damage, push 1 Dahan. Let's do that. Let's do it here. Okay, that's that. Discard cards, go back to growth. I can pull that out, so that's okay. Alright, we're doing another growth 2. Gaining a minor. Hopefully something that'll help me threshold Utter Curse of Dread and Bone, because that'll be decent. There's going to be a lot of blight on the board. Purifying Flame also maybe not bad. Trap the Forces of Corruption is decent. But Gift of Nature's Connection is 0 cost, which is what I need, and it would give me 2 elements, so that's what I'm going with. Okay, I'm going from top. Gonna need to have a Sacred Site, range 1. Well, that's gonna be destroyed. That's fine, I've got my Sacred Site here. Okay, it is what it is. I'm actually going to go over here. Yeah, okay. So that's my growth. I'm going to gather this blight over yonder. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it there. I want the blight so I can hammer this hard, or potentially hammer that one. I don't know. Something is going to get hit, and hopefully it will do a lot of damage. Alright, this will be my destroyed presence. I get 1 energy, so I'm going to play Utter Curse of Dread and Bone and Gift of Nature's Connection. Alright, going into fast powers, Gift of Nature's Connection is going to give me 2 Moon, which will let me utter a Curse of Dread and Bone. I'm also going to claim Sanguinary Taint, or Roiling Waters, rather. Let's put that there. So when my powers add or move beasts into a land, I may do 1 damage there per added or moved beast, which is going to be pretty good. And when I add or move Dahan into a land, I can do 1 damage there as well. So, yeah, that'll be decent. Okay, that's that. So let's go into the invader phase. Accumulated devastation. On each board during the first successful ravage action this invader phase, increase the total damage ravaging invaders deal to each land by the current invader stage, which is 1. Alright, well this is definitely going to be a lost condition ravage, but I can afford to give up 1, so yeah, hopefully that's the only one. Alright, territorial beasts. On each board, isolate a land with beasts. Okay, so I'll isolate this one. 1 fear if invaders are present. Does give me a fear card. And then Coming of Age on each, or Years of Health and Harmony on each board with 5 or more to Han. There are 4, so I don't get that. Alright, fear card, target level 1. Invaders do not explore into lands with at least 2 to Han. Alright. Ravage in Jungles. So we'll get a Ravage here, which is a lost condition Ravage. I'll put a marker for that there. It's the only one I can afford to give up. Back against the wall. Well, if I give up another lost condition Ravage, I lose. So let's go for it and play a little risky. So each invader phase, each spirit phase, each spirit gains +1 energy and +1 card play. Could be good for Wounded Waters. We'll see. But I can only afford to give up 1 more Blight. Alright, so Ravage is done. Build in Coastal. And then explore into Sands with the escalation. That one's isolated, so no exploration. They will explore here. And I have 6 Blight on the board, so the escalation doesn't do anything. So that's a positive. Okay, they should have migrated as well. This one's isolated, so they actually won't migrate in there. But they will migrate in here, which is a little bit scary. Alright, now we go to slow powers. So let's go ahead and utter a Curse of Dread and Bone. So I'm going to target this land. For each Blight in or adjacent to target land, which is 4, I can add 1 Badlands, 1 Disease, 1 Beast, or 1 Strife. Not Beast, rather. Badlands, Disease, or Strife. So let's get a couple Badlands in there. I'll get a Disease and a Strife as well. Okay, then 2 fear and 1 damage. So actually, let's put that on their thing, because with 1 damage I can kill the city. So yeah, 2 more fear. Okay, and then for each type of token you added, which is 3, I can add 1 more within range 1. So let's add a bunch of tokens into this land. Okay, and then 1 damage in an adjacent land, so 1 damage here, which will destroy a town. Okay. And then I also have Sanguinary Taint, so I can do 1 fear, 1 damage, and push into Han. So let's go ahead and do that onto land F3. Oh, that's F1, excuse me. So it's going to be 1 fear, 1 damage, which can kill a town thanks to the Badlands. That's another fear. And then I'm going to push into Han into F2. And because of Roiling Waters, I can do 1 damage there. So that's going to be 3 damage, actually. Gets me another fear card. So not bad. I'm going to have a reset pretty soon, but if I can get the board cleared out by then, I think I might be in an okay shape. Now, I've only got 1 Blight to give, and no more Lost Condition Ravages. Really just no more Ravages, period. Alright, discard cards, and go back to Growth. Alright, so do I reclaim, or do I go for something big? I can go for a major, because I'm going to have 3 energy this turn. +1 card play, +1 energy. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty strong. So I'm going to go for a major. I did get Sleep and Never Waken. That's good. It's the only fast power that I have. So do I need to play it, or do I have the ability to do something else instead? I think I need to play it. It's very good though, so I don't mind. Won me my England game recently. So yeah, let's go with Sleep and Never Waken. Yeah, and that'll be okay. Still got this land to worry about next turn. Well, of course this one too, but we'll see what happens. I'm not confident in this game, but good things could come to me. Alright, I'm going to go from top to get that 3 energy. Going into F1. I'm going to gain 4 energy thanks to Back Against the Wall. I have 3 card plays. I'm going to do Sleep and Never Waken. Unfortunately, I don't have another card play to give, but I'm going to do Boon of Corrupted Blood. And these are things I have to do. So, it's possible that one of my 2 fear cards will help out, but this will just guarantee that the good things happen. Although actually Sleep and Never Waken, no, I have to use that here, so that's fine. Okay. Move to, I'm not going to be able to threshold that, right? No, no way. Alright, so that's okay. So yeah, these will be my cards for 4 energy. I'm going to claim a beast. I'm still short on getting a second level of things here, but it's okay for now. Okay, that's that. Let's go into fast powers. I'm going to use Sleep and Never Waken over onto F2, so they will skip all actions and target land. I remove 1 fear per 2 explorers that this removes, and I remove up to 2 explorers. Then I'm going to use Boon of Corrupted Blood onto F1, so 1 damage in one of target spirit's lands. There's a Badlands there, so I can do 2 damage, destroy both of these explorers. Alright, that's that. I'm not going to gather any blight. I think I'm fine with where the blights are. So yeah, let's go into the invader phase. So we've got an event. Of course, it's a blighted one. Oh, I do have to forget a power or destroy a presence. So let me, before I do this, well, I know that it's probably going to ask me to destroy presence. I'm going to forget a power though, because that is the safer thing to do. I think I'll forget Swarming Wasps. From discard. Now let's see what this does. Blight spreads. On each board, add 1 blight to a land adjacent to a land with blight. Spirits may prevent this on any boards by destroying up to 2 presence from each board. Yeah, I need to do that, unfortunately. So let's go with him and him. Right? No, I want to leave him there. Get rid of him. Okay, Beast Prowl. Each beast generates 1 fear. If invaders are present, I got 1, and moves to an adjacent land. If not, that's good. It's not my power that's pushing stuff, but still pretty good. Then Coming of Age. On each board, add 1 Dahan to an inland land with Dahan. Two fear cards, still terror level 1 though. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, and each 1 damage and defend 3. Okay, well, 1 damage here. Oh, now I'm level 1, so no damage. Shoot. Alright, that's fine. So. Okay, Dahan Raid. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. 1 damage there. Cool. I can destroy this city, or this town. Revenant Coastal, so let us lose this Strife token. This one skipped. Build in Sands. And then migrate, so they'll migrate this over here. Nothing to migrate to the other one. Alright, and then I got my big reset, so when revealed, on each board add 1 city to a coastal land without a city. So let's do it here. And add 1 town to 3 inland lands with the fewest blight. I've only got 1 without blight. I'm gonna skip this so it doesn't matter. So let's go there and there. And my board was looking so good. That's why I hate Habsburg 5. Alright, and then explore into jungle. So. Still doable, just not easy. Alright, slow powers. So I've got Sanguinary Taint, so 1 fear, 1 damage, push 1 to Han. Let's go ahead and go... Where did I destroy my presence last turn? Alright, so I messed up a little bit. I'm backtracking slightly just because I'm probably reclaiming. So I need to have a presence in this sands. So instead of removing this presence, I'm going to remove this one. And we'll see if that works out. Alright, slow powers now. I've got Sanguinary Taint, so 1 fear, 1 damage, push 1 to Han. Let's do that here. 1 damage is enough to destroy the city, thanks to the 2 Badlands. And then I get 1 fear for that as well. Push 1 to Han. Yeah. See, you can't quite destroy that city, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do something else there. Alright, so let's go there. Destroy that. Okay, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to discard cards, go back to growth. I'm going to do a reclaim. Yeah. Reclaim cards, gain a minor. Looking for a 0 cost. Territorial Strife is, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not 0 cost, but I can maybe do Bird's Cry Warning and make that work. Let's do that. Okay, I get 4 energy. I have 3 card plays. I'm going to do Sleep and Never Waken, Bird's Cry Warning, and Gift of Nixer's Connection. I actually have Sleep and Never Waken thresholded, but it doesn't matter because I don't have explorers in my lands. Oh well. So that's that. Alright, so pay for those cards. So Gift of Nature's Connection, I'm probably going to give myself energy instead. Or I can give myself water. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. So, let's see, I'm getting a Beast Marker. That heals my spirit. It's going to be Water's Taste of Blood, or Taste of Ruin. So I've got Afflict with Bloodthirst. If I get Fire, that's probably better. So, yeah, so I'm going to use Gift of Nature's Connection for Fire. Get 2 Fire. So let's do... Well, actually, do I need Bird's Cry Warning then? I think I still do. I don't think I'm doing enough damage there. Yeah, I still need it. Okay. That is fine. I think this is a cool turn. Alright, so I'm getting Fire with this. Getting Animal with this. So I have 3 Animal. So fast powers first. Let's do Sleep and Never Waken. I'm going to target F8. It's going to skip all actions there. Remove 2 Explorers. Generates me 1 Fear. Then Bird's Cry Warning. So I'm going to push 3 Dahan into... Well, let's see. I don't have to push all of them. I can push 1 Dahan here. One Dahan here. I'll push 2 in here. So I do 1 damage here, 1 damage here, which becomes 2 thanks to the Badlands. And then I've got Afflict with Bloodthirst, so I'm going to gather a beast into this land. Which will do 1 damage thanks to Roiling Waters, actually 2 damage. That's 2 Fear. Gets me up to terror level 2. Alright, then 2 Fear if Invaders are present, because I have the 2nd level. And then for each beast, I can push 1 Explorer and 1 Town and City, or 1 Town or Dahan. So let's go ahead and push 1 Dahan in here. Destroy that. And I guess I actually don't have a choice. It just says for each I have to push. It doesn't say up to. So yeah, let's instead of having gathered that one there, I've gathered it here because I want to leave a Dahan in there. So I'll push this one over there. So 1 damage there. Okay, lots of stuff happening. And the board's not looking too shabby. Alright, so that's that. Let's see if I get another Blighted Island card. It is. So power fades. Each player chooses to destroy 2 of their presence. Can't do that. Forget 2 powers. I have to forget 2 powers. Let's forget Gift of Nature's Connection. And probably just Blood, Water, and Bloodlust. Yeah, maybe Rack with Pain and Grief. Yeah, I'll do Rack with Pain and Grief. Okay, then Sand Fever Outbreak. On each board, add 1 disease to the sands or mountains with the most towns and cities. It's up there. Offerings of Pattern and Dance. Each spirit releases 2 Dahan among its lands, which I do gain 1 energy. That's good. Okay, Fear cards. 2. Trade suffers. Each player may replace 1 town in a coast with one explorer in a coastal land. I don't want to do that. I want the fear from destroying that town. And Restlessness, each player pushes up to 3 towns or explorers from a land not matching a build card. I don't want to do that either. I'm fine. Well, maybe I could just stack up in here, actually. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what I can do there. Alright. Ravage and Sands. This will get destroyed. Skipping. Then build in jungle. No builds. Then we get a migration, so they will migrate into here. I'll do it from there. And then explore into mountains. Escalation, again, does not matter. Okay, that's that. Then we go to slow powers. I do have Sanguinary Taint. So I have still just the first level of that. Yeah, I can't get to the second level yet. Okay, that's fine. So let's do it here. 1 fear, destroy that explorer. Push this to Han in here. 1 damage, but it's not going to destroy it, so okay. Okay, discard cards, go back to growth. Now the question is, do I want to keep reclaiming and doing Bird's Eye Warning and Sleep and Never Waken, or do I want to break out of the reclaim loop? I only have 1 thing to defend, and I could probably, yeah, I can destroy that town pretty easily in the fast phase, so I don't think I'm going to reclaim this time. And I probably don't even need to gain a power card. I can just add Destroyed Presence back. Give myself a little bit of a buffer in case I get another event that asks me to destroy presence. Let's go for a growth 3. Get 3 energy. Add a presence. I'm gonna build. Unfortunately, these are gonna migrate out. So I'm gonna add that presence here. So that it's easier to get stuff into that land. Okay. Yeah, so adding that presence in there, going for the fire or plant. I think maybe it's better to go bottom. Because that reclaim 1 could be pretty good in the future. Do need a sacred site. I'm not going to have other Curse of Dread and Bone thresholded, unfortunately, but I think that'll be alright. Yeah, I think top's the play. Although I don't need all that fire. I'm going to have the highest level of Afflict with Bloodthirst either way, so maybe I do go for the bottom so I can get that Reclaim 1 eventually. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so going bottom, let's go with adding a Destroyed Presence back here because I need the sacred site. I'm going to gather blight into this land. Oh, actually, I need a presence in there. Shoot. So I won't gather that blight there yet. Alright. So add a presence in here. Should be fine. Should be fine, I think. Okay. That's cool. I gained 4 more energy, actually. Playing 3 cards. Those are the 3 that I have. Alright, cool. So I am good to go. Now let's go into fast powers. I've got a couple here. First, I'm going to do Boon of Corrupted Blood. Although, let's see, where do I want to do this? So I can gather a beast. Reach beast, push 1. Okay, so I'm going to gather a beast in here. That does 1 damage. 2 fear if invaders are present, which they are. Then I have the 3rd level, so Dahan and towns do damage to other invaders only, so I'll destroy this town. For each beast, push 1 explorer and 1 town or Dahan. So let's push this town, or this Dahan, over here. We'll destroy that. Actually, no, because I have Boon of Corrupted Blood. So yeah, instead I'll push him over here, do 1 damage to one of these towns. Boon of Corrupted Blood, 1 damage on one of target spirit's lands. That'll destroy this explorer. And I think that's it. Yeah, my others are slow. Alright, I'm going into an event. Years of Little Rain. Can I afford to do that? I might. I can't risk it as much as I would like it. Yeah, I can't risk blighting, so I need to pay for it. Unfortunately, I don't have the energy or the elements, because I had to make this a beast. So I'm going to have to forget Blood, Water, and Bloodlust, which is unfortunate, because adding that beast would have been nice. But I do get to add a presence. See, I'm reclaiming next turn, so I don't need the reclaim spot just yet, so I'll go top. Okay. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any token that destroys a town or city. I'll do 2 damage and destroy that town. Remove this beast. Totally fine. Yeah, unfortunately losing that card is pretty bad, because I'm not going to add the beast with Sanguinary Taint. Oh well, it's worth it. During Ravage in every land, defend 1 per Dahan. Okay. 2 fear cards, Terror level 2. Invaders do -1 damage per -1 damage per damage they've taken. Interesting. On each board in the land matching a Ravage, there are no invaders in Ravaging lands. 1 fear per board with invaders and Dahan. And lands with Dahan have defend 3. Invaders do -damage to Dahan. Okay. Ravage in jungle. Build in mountains. We're going to do some migrations, so let's migrate this guy. I'll migrate the healthy town, I think. Really doesn't matter. And then we get Explore into Jungle and Sands. Totally fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's go into slow powers. I've got Utter, Curse of Dread and Bone. I'm going to use that here, so for each Blight, inner adjacent to target land, add 1 Badlands, Disease, or Strife. Let's do 2 Badlands. Actually, I think I'll do 3 Badlands. Because I want the 4 damage there. And 1 Disease. Nah, 1 Strafe, because then I can add a Strafe over here. Here or here. Probably here. Okay. Okay, then 2 Fear, 1 damage. Oh, I don't have the threshold, so I can't even do that. Alright, so Disease it is. Alright, and then 2 Fear, 1 damage, which becomes 4, so that'll clear that land out. And getting, well, I'm still a decent amount of fear away from Terror level 3. Okay, that's the end of that turn. I do have Sanguinary Taint as well, still, unfortunately, just the first level. So I can do 1 fear, 1 damage, push it to Han. And actually, that's really good. I'll do it right here. So 1 fear, 1 damage, push 1 to Han, push it over here, which will do 1 damage. Cool game, cool game. Alright, discard cards and go back to growth. I'm going to reclaim, gain a power card, I think a minor. Happy with the 2 majors that I have. Here There Be Monsters is going to help me threshold Sleep and Never Waken, which is cool. I don't need it thresholded though. Call the Bloodshed is slow. Lure of the Unknown is probably the way to go. Yeah. Just in case. The +1 range is tempting. I might be able to win now, I'm not sure. With Lure of the Unknown is going to help, so I'm going to take that. Okay. I get +1 energy for that, then 5 energy. And I think I'll play Lure of the Unknown. Bird's Cry Warning, probably. Yeah, I should, I maybe have this one. We'll see. So, Boon of Corrupted Blood. Bird's Cry Warning. And Sleep and Never Waken, just in case. Okay. So going into the fast phase, I have some good things. I'm going to use Lure of the Unknown here to gather this town. Then I think I'll use Afflict with Bloodthirst. So let's gather a beast in here. 1 damage. 2 fear if invaders are present. And then I have the 2nd level, if I make this a fire, which I will, of the 3rd level. So they're going to do damage to each other. Destroy that town. And then for each beast I can push to those towns, or to Han. I'm going to have an empty board. That is cool. Doesn't happen often. This may be the first time I've had a fully empty board against a level 6 adversary. So then I do Boon of Corrupted Blood right here. 1 damage. Destroy that town. There are no invaders on the board, which means that I win a Terror level 2 victory, although it could have been Terror level 1. So very cool game. Yeah, definitely got my back against the wall a little bit, which is why I pulled back against the wall. With Wounded Waters. Still a little slow, but this Spirit does feel very, very fun against Habsburg Monarchy Livestock Colony. So very cool game. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed watching it. Yeah, as always, let me know if I made any mistakes or messed anything up in the comments below. This one felt better than the last couple I've done. I was a little more rested, so hopefully I did okay. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it either way. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.